Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Chemical, which is a new game. It's on Steam and we're going to play.
Hold up.
All right, let's jump in, I guess. We'll click new. Oh god. Okay. Yep, it's one of these, isn't it? Oh geez. Are there settings? Nope, there's no settings. So we're just it's just going to chug, isn't it? Oh, we've got hands. Okay. There's no controls or instructions or... There's some sound. What is this? How do we... Okay. So we can just open the door, I guess. I'm pressing E to do that, by the way. Oh, God. There's so much random weird lighting. Ah, it's very bloomy. Ugh. What is that? Okay, so there's enemies. Okay. So there's enemies, but we don't have a gun or anything. Right. I don't know. We'll just run, I guess. Right. Okay. I have no idea what is happening. Everything's black and white for some reason. So there's things that have guns, and we don't have a gun. So is it a shooter or what is supposed to be happening here? Oh, he's T-posing at me. Love that. So when he's not shooting at me, just T-poses. T-posing. Love that. Right, well, it looks like we've hit a checkpoint there. Okay. I mean, you can't see anything while you're playing this. Like, not even a little bit. Man, this is just atrocious. Yeah, I mean, are we supposed to fight him? So this is... We've made it to this section here. I found the key. I found the key to what? Oh, there we go. I opened the door. What was I getting shot at by? Oh, there's a turret up above that's slowly draining my health. Okay, sure, why not? I mean, it's like impossible to see anything. Oh, there's still that guy back there. Ugh. So we can jump. So apparently can't see me in the corner. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can see anything. Yeah, so as you get closer to stuff, you can't see it anymore. It's really quite annoying. So nothing seems to be interactable. Of course. Is there a door here? Oh no, I died. Okay. We'll run past him. That's not a door. Yeah, the lighting in this is terrible, by the way. It's just shocking. It does not appear that I can progress this any farther, so we're just gonna get killed by this turret. Or this guy. I mean, we beat the first part of the first level, so that's good. And by good, I mean we did it. Yeah, really not sure what we're supposed to be doing here. We don't have a gun. We can't fight back. Yeah, I can stand here and not get shot at, so... Right. Okay, well... This is one of my shorter forays into one of these games. I guess let's go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. Alright, so... We've got Chemical, a first-person action role-playing game where you encounter enemies and explore new spaces to progress. Cool. Alright, well, we never found the gun. That was not something that we ever came across. So they've got a gun. And they're using it there, I guess? That is them using the gun. That is just terrible animations. So they destroyed the gun. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's the whole trailer. We've now watched the trailer. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, not really seeing much more than what we've already encountered. I want to see. So the gun was over here. We were supposed to find the gun. That was supposed to be obvious, but the problem is that it's impossible to see anything in this game because everything is just like super bright or super dark. So being able to see stuff is important. Because the whole game just looks terrible. And like, what is the deal? Why is their trailer on this little screen like this? Why not make it full screen? I mean, it's just emblematic of the whole thing, isn't it? So, it's developed by Arctis Weiss. Okay, sure. In early access, we are working on expanding the amount of content and functionality of the game. Existing mechanics are constantly being improved and new ones added. We consider every feedback. If we like an idea from the players, we will definitely implement it in the game. Okay, so my first piece of feedback is you need a menu that allows you to adjust settings. My second piece of feedback is the lighting. However you've organized your lighting in the game is terrible. My third piece of feedback is there's literally nothing that tells you how anything works. So you need something that tells you what the buttons are. My fourth piece of feedback is if the game is a shooter, make the gun reasonably obvious to find so that people can find it. Because as it stands, I never engaged with the shooting mechanics because it was behind a wall and there's no feedback on what's interactable. I know you put a little that little sticker, but sometimes that didn't do anything. So there was no reason for me to think that was interactable. So I didn't find the gun, the singular gun, and I only managed to get past the first checkpoint because I just ran. Yeah. It's going to be in early access for a year. Great. In a year, I'm going to go ahead and take a stab in the dark and say that it still won't be good enough to play. No offense. I'm not trying to be rude here, but I don't know. What you've got right now is not really a game. It's not even really a tech demo. It's just kind of a level that's bad. Yeah, I mean... Like, even if this were really good, not really good, even if this were, like, polished or whatever, I just don't think there's anything here. It's just a featureless, empty hallway with no rhyme or reason to it. Nobody cares about this. Why would I care about this? There's no reason for me to care about doing anything in this game. It makes no sense, and there's nothing bringing me along. It's not particularly good looking. In fact, the lighting makes the whole thing look absolutely terrible. And you're probably using Unreal Engine 5, which is why you've got that slick sheen or whatever. You know, it kind of looks real-ish. But the animations and the actual game just look terrible. So there's nothing there to like. The game is already playable. It's not really. I would argue that it's not really playable. We plan to make the game significantly longer. We want to expand various things such as number of different enemies, rooms and corridors, weapon types, useful items, puzzles, and functions. So you want to make a game. The thing that you just said right there is that you would like to make a game and you haven't made it yet. Fair enough. But that's not when you put a game into early access. Yeah? You don't put the game into early access when you have barely anything to do. Okay. In addition, we plan that at the same time, the story and the design will be slightly changed with each version. I mean, the story slightly changing right now does nothing because there is no story. 0 times 5 is still 0. So you've done nothing towards the story. So maybe you'll add some story. Maybe there'll be a little text box at the bottom that says, you have amnesia and you need to find your way out. Because that's the pretty classic one, isn't it? The game is already playable. At the moment, the game has basic features of a FPS game, except for that there's no gun that's obvious to pick up, with 2 weapons and small RPG elements. It currently has a playing time of about half an hour to an hour when playing for the first time. The game has a save function if you die in the game and then continue playing. It's not yet possible to save the entire game after shutting down, but we're working on it. At the moment, we are also working on an inventory system, but there's already one in the current version. We fix bugs, optimize the game, and prepare a lot of new content. You can find out about the gameplay in the product description. Right, so it currently costs $2.99, so that's probably the only thing that I can say is positive here about it, is that it costs $2.99. I think this is hilarious. They've got 103 supported languages because there's no dialogue. And there's no writing, there's nothing in it, so why would you not support all languages? Yeah, makes sense. We are in the underground facilities of a hostile race. It is still unknown in which galaxy the party will take place. There are some guards who want to prevent you from going deeper, or did you actually want to get out? But not all paths are immediately accessible. There are some puzzles waiting, not all of which can be solved with a weapon. At the moment, the game has basic functions of a first-person game. Control and shooting with mouse and WASD keys. Sprint, shift, action key, E, jump space, simple inventory system, tab, and P for pausing. Great. That's all fantastic. Thank you for telling me all about your game. There's not nothing here, but to sell what's here is nothing. It's just a waste of everyone's time. My biggest piece of advice here, devs, is take this off Steam, go back and actually make a game that you're happy to play, that you would pay money for, that you go and look on Steam and at games in your price range that people are paying money for and giving good reviews to, and then make a game that tells a story that has something unique about it that matches that price range. Because at the moment, what you've got is a nothing. There's no point to this. There's no point to releasing this onto the Steam. No one's going to play it. No one wants this. And if you say you're going to be in early access for a year, just take it off of Steam for a year and go make your game rather than wasting everybody's time and ruining your reputation. I mean, let's go look at the developers. This is their first game, only game. Yeah, I'm sorry to do this to you, man, but it's bad. This is just bad, and I don't see a future where this game is good enough that people want to pay money for it. So, yeah, that's my advice. That's my feedback. That's my feedback for your early access version of Chemical. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Check out Chemical if you want, but I probably wouldn't recommend it. And leave me a comment down below. I think I said that, and I'll see you guys next time. Class dismissed.